me what storms will do. Storms will bring you to the place, amen, sister Stubbs, where you feel like you're drowning. People are telling you to breathe, but you're saying, how in the world I could breathe and there is seemingly no air? And so you just got that same lyric that Jordan Sparks have, amen, how could I breathe with no air? Because for some of you, you feel like you're drowning, amen, because that's what storms will do. As I read the text, flashes of what me and my family experienced during Iran started to come into my mind, because you see, I decided to go down our staircase as Iran, amen, was in Exuma, because the owner of the house that we're renting didn't do their due diligence, amen, to put up the hurricane shutters and to secure the windows or the doors. And so I decided at one point to go down the staircase to see, amen, what was going on, because Iran was sounding real mean. And so I walked down the staircase, amen, and I was saying to myself, I gotta make sure everything was copacetic and in check. And as I walked down the staircase, can I tell y'all something? Fear started to rise up on the inside of me, because the closer I got to the living room, Irene sounded a whole lot more ferocious. And though I decided to still go down, I found something was taking place. All sorts of water was starting to come into the house. We ended up having almost close to an inch of water in the house, and here I am scared, amen, all over my life. And I'm saying, Lord, you gotta help us in this storm. Not only that, but there was a window that had broken that seemed like it had taken all that it could have taken, amen, and it looked like it was about to give out and blow out. And all I started to do was say, Lord, you got to help us. I told my wife, get the kids, let's go in one room upstairs in the house, because I was afraid. But ladies and gentlemen, this just brings us to how the disciples must have felt in that moment. Could you imagine? They were out on the lake called Galilee, and all of a sudden the storm without warning started to come their way, and it started to cause water, amen, to come on the boat, amen, and they felt that they were about to drown. And not only that, they started to be fearful. Somebody say fearful. And see, my brothers and sisters, that's what storms will do. Storms will cause fear to rise up on the inside of you. Storms will cause you to be fearful, amen, to the point that you feel like you can't make it anymore. I don't know who I'm talking to, but there are about 5 of us can identify, amen, with these kind of storms. Is there anybody up in here that can testify? This is what storms will do. It will cause you to feel like you're drowning. It will cause you to be fearful, amen. And I was like, Lord, please keep me in this storm, amen. And so he says, the disciples, when they felt this fear, here's what they said. They asked, they said, Jesus, amen, are you really with us? Because here it is, Jesus is on this boat, but Jesus is asleep. Ain't that something? Because here it is, these disciples said that Jesus is on the boat, amen. There's a storm that's surrounding and trying to bring the boat down, but Jesus is asleep. Have you ever come to the place where you're going through these storms that you find out that God seems silent in the middle of your storm? Who am I talking to? Up inside here today, you've been praying, God, I need you to make a way, but you ain't hearing God say a thing, amen. You've been praying, God, I need you to help me through the storm, but it seems like God ain't doing nothing to help, because it seems like God is silent. You're hearing people, but you ain't hearing God. That's why storms, amen, bring fear. Because can I tell you, we were listening to the radio, and the reporters were making things sound a whole lot worse than they really were. And so here I am saying, Jesus, Lord, you gotta help me, amen, because now I might think that gone out the window, because I've been hearing people, and I came to tell somebody today, when you're going through storms in life, you can't afford just to be connected to people, but you got to be able to hear from God. Is there anybody here in this building glad that you're able to hear from God? But there it is. There are some people that say, Pastor Duerre, even though, amen, I'm in this boat, God is, and they say, Jesus, are you concerned about us? And that's where somebody is up inside this building today. You're asking God, God, are you really concerned about me? I've been going to church, I've been paying my tithe, amen, I've been going to Bible study, I even showed up to 5:30 a.m. prayer meeting on Saturday, but yet all hell is still breaking loose in my life. God, are you really concerned about me? The disciples asked Jesus, are you concerned? Do you care that we will drown?